So this is our new course, Principles of Food Science and Nutrition, under the fifth Dean syllabus. This is for 2 credits, no practical for this, only theory lectures. I am Dr. Priyanka Chaudhary. तुमच्यासाठी हा माझा पहिलाच कोर्स आहे. Okay. So we will start with the syllabus. You have almost 8 to 10 topics. First one is your concepts of food science. In this chapter or in this topic, you will study different basics of food science, different definitions. What is food science? What is food technology, nutrition, health? Okay. So basic concepts of food science. Then we'll study the different properties of food. There are different properties like physical property, chemical property, and the sensory property of food. Physical properties upon I think we studied in the last lecture. We started with shape, all right. Then we went on to density, volume, surface area, etc. So we already covered physical property. Then we have chemical properties of food, which include your carbohydrates, protein, fats, water, various vitamins and minerals. So all the biochemical components of your food will come under these chemical properties. Then we have the sensory properties, means when we consume the food, we feel different sensory we have different sensory feelings, right? So that how to measure those sensory properties, what are the different sensory properties like taste, color, appearance, etc. So those will come under this sensory properties of food. This chapter is for 15 marks. Okay, easy to score. ह्याच्यातलं तुमचे केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज तुम्ही ऑलरेडी शिकलेले आहात बायोकेमिस्ट्रीच्या कोर्समध्ये. Okay, and in fact your second chapter is again food composition and chemistry. It includes same thing but in detail, your water, carbohydrates, protein, then what are the different flavoring compounds, color compounds. Then we also have different bioactive compounds. Okay, bioactive compounds like carotenoids, vitamin C, antioxidants, etc. And what are their important reactions? So this topic is for 15 marks. Combined first and second topic is for 30 marks. You can easily score this. Okay. Next one is your food microbiology. Now in this corona situation, we know how important is food microbiology. Coronavirus itself started from food market in Wuhan. So we know that we have to take care of the microorganisms affecting food. So this includes your bacteria, yeast, different fungi, molds, and how they spoil the fresh or processed foods. How this microorganism affect your fresh and processed food. But they also have a beneficial use. Example, production of fermented foods like cheese आहे तुमचं, then you have your bread, okay, then you have idli dosa batter. So all these are nothing but fermented foods. So microorganisms play both beneficial as well as negative impact on food. This topic is for 10 marks. The next topic is your principles and methods of food processing and preservation. Now, one good thing about this topic is the same topic is included under your HORT 366 uh, post harvest course in your horticulture. So same topic is there, I think, for 10 marks over there also and here also. So एकाच ठिकाणी तुम्ही हा टॉपिक केला तर तुम्हाला दोन्ही कोर्समध्ये 10 मार्क्स इझिली मिळू शकतात. सो गिव्ह इम्पॉर्टन्स टू दिस टॉपिक. In this, you will study what are the different processing methods, what all the different techniques used for processing and preservation, like heat, or you can use low temperature, then you can use different radiations or high pressure processing, different chemicals, then microwave processing, etc. So different processing methods you will study in detail. This is for 10 marks. So first, first four topics are based on food. Okay, afterwards, now the nutrition part of your course starts. So your course name is food science and nutrition. So first 4 chapters were on food. Next, 5 to 6 chapters are based on your nutrition part. Okay, so food and nutrition, in this you are going to study malnutrition. So usually when we study malnutrition, or when we hear the word malnutrition, we always think of undernutrition. Okay, but malnutrition also includes overnutrition, obesity, excess weight, excess consumption of food. So that is your malnutrition. And because of malnutrition you have several nutritional disorders. Example, anemia, then goiter, if you know, it's caused because of deficiency of iodine. Then fluorosis, because of excess of fluorine. Kwashiorkor, marasmus. So various types of nutritional disorders occur because of malnourishment or malnutrition. So we'll study those in detail in this chapter. It is for 10 marks. The next chapter or topic is on energy metabolism. So we already saw chemistry. What are the different chemical components of food, like carbohydrate, fats, and protein. So after consuming these food components of food, how these are metabolized in your body, how the energy is released, that will be studied in this chapter. It is a small chapter, it will be only for 5 marks. Next we have balanced and modified diets and menu planning. So we are studying food, we are studying nutrition. So under this course you should be able to also plan your diet, plan a balanced diet. After studying this course you should be able to plan your balanced diet. Daily तुम्ही काय काय खाल्लं पाहिजे जेणेकरून you will receive all nutrients. So that is your balanced diet. In case of modified diets, example, a person wants to lose weight. So what type of diet he should consume? He should reduce the intake of carbohydrates and fats. So low calorie diet. So such things you can study here, and you can plan the menu. So daily, what type of fruits, vegetables, or carbohydrates, energy source you should include in your diet, or include in your menu. So this will be for 5 marks. Next, we have new trends in food science and nutrition. In this chapter, we are going to study various new techniques which are being used in processing of food science, like your high pressure processing, you have your microwave processing, or pulsed electric field. Then you have new concept of nanotechnology, genetically modified food, then bioactive compounds or nutraceuticals. So how this can be, how are these new trends affecting the food science and nutrition? So this chapter is for 10 marks. Next you have fortification and enrichment of food. This is very easy chapter, you can easily score this 10 marks. या chapter मध्ये फक्त दोनच concept आहेत, what is fortification and what is enrichment. So fortification is nothing but adding extra nutrients to the food. Example, तुमचं salt, iodine is not naturally present in your salt, it is added artificially. So you're fortifying that salt so that you can prevent the incidence of goiter disease. Okay, enrichment of food means what? That component might be present in the food, but because of different processing practices, that those components get reduced or lost. Example, vitamin C आहे तुमचं. विटॅमिन सी हे टेम्परेचर सेन्सिटिव्ह असतं. जर तुम्ही कुठला फूड प्रोडक्ट बॉईल केला प्रोसेस करताना, पॅश्चराइज करताना, what will happen is that vitamin C content will reduce. So what the processing people do, they will add artificially vitamin C again to that product. So that is enrichment. म्हणजे आधी तो प्रोडक्ट मध्ये विटॅमिन सी होता, प्रोसेसिंग मध्ये तो कमी झाला, म्हणून आपण त्याला परत आर्टिफिशियली ऍड केला. सो दिस इज एनरिचमेंट. इझी, व्हेरी इझी चॅप्टर. ऍडव्हान्टेजेस, मेथड्स ऑफ फोर्टिफिकेशन एवढंच आहे ह्याच्यात. सो दिस इज फॉर 10 मार्क्स. And you have your last chapter, what are the different national programs and role of different national and international agencies in improving nutritional status of community. So there are different organizations at national and international level, like UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Then you have World Health Organization, you have Food Agriculture Organization, United Nations. So these are international agencies. In India also we have several national programs like midday meal program. Then you have Anganwadi Nutrition or Balwadi Nutrition program, Integrated Child Development Scheme. So all these national programs or international agencies, how they are helping to improve the nutritional status of community, this we will study in this last chapter. This is for 10 marks. Okay, so let's begin with our first chapter, concepts of food science. So we are studying food science, so we should understand what is food. Food is nothing but whatever we consume and which will nourish your body. Okay, anything which can be eaten or drunk, after eating what will happen, it will get absorbed in the body. After absorbing in the body, it will be used for certain functioning like energy source, building material, or regulating or protective material. So such kind of thing is called as food. Anything eaten or drunk which can be absorbed by the body to be used as an energy source, building, regulating, or protective material. So this is simple definition of your food. Next, we have what is food science. Our course title is Food Science and Nutrition, Principles of Food Science and Nutrition. So, the definition which is given by the Institute of Food Technologies. This is an international organization of all food technologists. So, they define food science as the discipline in which the engineering, biological, and physical sciences are used to study the nature of foods, the causes of deterioration, the principles underlying food processing, and the improvement of foods for consuming public. So this is the definition. Means what? What all we are including here? We have engineering, biology, physical sciences. All these disciplines will be used to study what? The nature of foods, like um, what are the biochemical ingredients, like carbohydrates, water. Okay, then how this can be affected, how the food can deteriorate, like the microorganisms or post harvest losses or processing losses. So these are the causes of deterioration. Then what are the principles underlying the food processing? Are you using any heat technique or a cold temperature technique or radiation technique? What are the principles of this removal of microorganisms or reducing or increasing the pH of the food? So these are the principles underlying the food processing. Why we are going to do this food processing? To improve the foods for the public, so that you improve the food quality for the public to consume it. So this is a definition by IFT, Institute of Food Technology. Now there is another easier or simpler definition which is given by the textbook of food science. This definition is the application of basic sciences and engineering to study the physical, chemical, and biological nature of foods and the principles of food processing. वरचीच definition आहे पण खूप simple form मध्ये आहे. We are applying different basic sciences, means biology, physics, chemistry, and also engineering to study the different nature of food, like physical, chemical, biochemical nature of food, and also what are the different principles of food processing. So this is your simpler definition. You can write either of it, just mention the source. If you're writing the first definition, mention this definition is by IFT. If you're writing the second one, mention that it is given by the textbook of food science. Okay, next we have what is food technology. So we saw food science, so application of that food science to select, preserve, process, pack, distribute, and use the food safely. So all this food science we are going to apply for these various processes. We'll select good quality food. Then after selecting that raw material, we'll preserve it, try to preserve it, process it. Then after processing, we will package it. After packaging, what we'll obviously do is distribute it for the safe consumption of the public. So this is your food technology. What is health? We all usually consider health means absence of any disease. Okay, but the main definition which is given by World Health Organization, it defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. म्हणजे काय काय सांगतायत, complete physical health you should have, complete mental health, and social well-being. Social well-being means what? The basic human needs are met, and then people are able to coexist peacefully in communities, and they also have opportunity for advancement. म्हणजे तुम्ही community मध्ये peacefully happily राहू शकता. That is your social well-being. Okay. म्हणजे खूप गरीब असेल, खूप गरीब असेल एखादा व्यक्ती, तर ही मे नॉट बी सोशली in a very good condition. So that also is included in health. He should be physically, mentally and socially fit. Okay. आता health मध्ये if you see this below picture, all these children, you can consider them healthy if you see if they don't have any disease. ह्यांना कुठला डिझीज रोग नाही आहे तर तुम्ही ह्यांना हेल्दी कन्सिडर करता युजली. बट इफ यू सी फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राईट, द वेट ऑफ दिस चाइल्ड इज ग्रॅज्युअली इन्क्रीजिंग. लेफ्ट साइडचा चाइल्ड ही इज कम्प्लीट हेल्दी, राईट साइड ऑफ चाइल्ड ही इज ओबीस. जरी त्याला कुठला रोग नसेल, बट ही इज नॉट हेल्दी बिकॉज ही इज ओव्हरवेट, ही इज ओबीस. Okay, so one of the good indicator or how to measure your weight is by healthy weight, not only weight but healthy weight for your height, for your age, is by measuring the body mass index or by measuring the waist circumference. Body mass index मध्ये काय कन्सिडर केलं जातं? As per your height, what is the weight, what should be the weight of your body. Okay, that is your body mass index. Example, if you see the chart over here, वरती तुमचा वेट दिलाय in kilograms, left side la your height is given in feet, inches or in centimeter. Okay, consider example, a person is 5 foot 1 inch, त्याची height आहे 5 feet 1 inch and his weight is 50 kilograms. 5 फूट 1 इंच हाईट आहे आणि त्याचा वेट 50 किलोग्राम आहे. म्हणजे त्याचा बीएमआय किती आला? 21. ग्रीन कलर मीन्स ही इज हॅव्हिंग हेल्दी बॉडी मास इंडेक्स. आता त्या माणसाचं जर वजन 41 झालं तर त्याचा बीएमआय किती येतो? 17. दॅट मीन्स ही इज अंडरवेट. इफ ॲट द सेम हाईट हिज वेट इज इन्क्रीजिंग टू से 91, तर 91 ला काय येतो? He becomes obese, and if his weight increases to 100 kilograms, he becomes extremely obese. तर हा चार्ट तुम्ही गुगल करा, तुमच्या हाईट नुसार तुमचं वेट किती पाहिजे हे तुम्ही इझिली ह्याच्यात सांगू शकता. इनफॅक्ट देर इज अनदर, समटाइम्स अनदर पॅरामीटर इज ऑल्सो ॲडेड इन दिस चार्ट, इज द एज. So because as the age increases, your metabolic activities reduce, your growth reduces, so body BMI will also change. So that was your body mass index. Waist circumference, usually waist circumference is considered as a good estimate for measuring your body fat and especially around the internal organs. तुमचे जे इंटरनल ऑर्गन्स असतात त्याच्या भोवताली जे फॅट जमा होतं, हाऊ टू मेजर इट इफेक्टिव्हली इज बाय मेजरिंग द circumference, waist circumference. Okay, and if you are having more waist circumference, that is a sign of you being overweight and that will lead to weight related health issues. तुम्ही जर सर्कम्फरन्स मेजर नाही केली तरी तुम्ही सांगू शकता, जेव्हा तुम्हाला ढेरी येते आणि जेव्हा तुमची वेस्टची जी हे आहे लेंथ, size of your waist increases, that time also you can tell that you are having fat which is being deposited around your belly. So waist circumference is in fact a good measure to find how much fat you are having in your body. So next one is your nutrition. Nutrition is what? The process of consuming or taking food and that food being used for growth, मेटाबॉलिझम अँड रिपेअर. आपण फूड कन्झ्युम करतो पण बॉडी कशाला वापरते ती? आपण कधी कधी फक्त टेस्ट साठी फूड कन्झ्युम करतो, बट द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ दॅट फूड इज फॉर supplying nutrients to your body for growth, metabolism and repair. So during your teenage years, until your teenage years, your body is growing. That's why whatever food you consume is mainly going towards growth. Okay. After like 25 years, what happens is, if you are having sedentary lifestyle, एकाच जागेवरती बसत असाल, एक्सरसाइज नाही करत, तेव्हा काय होतं, आपलं वेट इन्क्रीज व्हायला लागतं, बिकॉज नाव ग्रोथ इज ऑलरेडी स्टॉप and the food is only used for metabolism or repair. That's why your weight starts decreasing unless you burn that calories. एक्सरसाइज करून किंवा फिजिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटीनी जर तुम्ही बर्न केले तरच तुमचं ते कंट्रोलमध्ये राहतं, अदरवाइज यू विल बिकम ओव्हरवेट. Okay, so this is nutrition. Next we have classification of food based on the functions. So we are consuming the food, but that food plays different function in your body. Example first is your body building food. What does it do? It helps us to grow, build our bones and muscles. Example, कुठले types of food येतात? The milk, egg, chicken, pulses, fish. This type of food helps for body building functioning. Next we have energy giving food. The food after consuming which gives us energy, calories to work and play. Such food is under energy giving food. Example, तुमचं rice, sugar, butter, potatoes, coconut oil. And the third type of food is your protective food. This food or these food components help to fight diseases. They help to keep us healthy. Examples are your vegetables and fruits. तर आता इथे एक क्वेश्चन आहे तुम्हाला. So we saw three different types of foods. Okay. Where will you put carbohydrates? Carbohydrates कुठल्या टाइप मध्ये येतील? Will you consider carbohydrates as bodybuilding food, energy giving food or protective food? Chat box मध्ये रिप्लाय करा. कार्बोहायड्रेट्स कुठल्या टाइप मध्ये येतात? What is the function of carbohydrate? Does carbohydrate come under bodybuilding food? Energy giving? What about, okay, everyone is replying energy giving. What about protein? Okay, आता प्रोटीन बद्दल सांगा. प्रोटीन कशासाठी वापरलं जातं? प्रोटीन इज फॉर बॉडी बिल्डिंग. ओके, ऑल राईट. आता ठीक आहे, प्रोटीन कळलं सगळ्यांना. हाऊ अबाउट फॅट? फॅट कशाला वापरलं जातं? कुठल्या कॅटेगरीमध्ये येणार फॅट? आन्सर तिथं स्लाइड मध्येच दिलेले आहेत. फॅट कशा अंडर येणार? ओके, एनर्जी गिव्हिंग. गौरीनी प्रोटेक्टिव्ह लिहिलंय. इफ यू सी, ओके, एनर्जी गिव्हिंग करेक्ट. बॉडी बिल्डिंग नाही सचिन. आता एक्झाम्पल बघा तुम्हाला इथे. ओके, एव्हरीवन स्टॉप, थांबा आता थांबा. एक्झाम्पल इफ यू सी, बॉडी बिल्डिंग मध्ये काय कंपोनेंट्स दिलेत? मिल्क, एग, चिकन, पल्सेस, फिश. वी ऑल नो की चिकन पल्सेस मध्ये काय रिच असतं? प्रोटीन. करेक्ट. म्हणजे बॉडी बिल्डिंग फूड मध्ये काय येतं? प्रोटीन्स येतात. एनर्जी गिव्हिंग फूड मध्ये कुठले कुठले एक्झाम्पल्स दिलेत? राईस, शुगर, पोटॅटोज. हे काय रिच असतात? पोटॅटोज मध्ये काय असतं? स्टार्च. स्टार्च काय? कार्बोहायड्रेट. राईस इज रिच सोर्स ऑफ कार्बोहायड्रेट. शुगर इज rich source. Sugar is carbohydrate. So these are carbohydrates and come under energy giving food. Fat, butter काय आहे तुमचं? फॅट आहे. कोकोनट ऑइल काय आहे तुमचं? फॅट आहे. सो कोकोनट दिस फॅट्स ऑल्सो कम अंडर एनर्जी गिव्हिंग फूड. तो प्रोटेक्टिव्ह फूड मध्ये नाही येत फॅट. प्रोटेक्टिव्ह फूड मध्ये काय आहे? व्हेजिटेबल्स अँड फ्रुट्स. मीन्स इट विल इन्क्लूड युअर विटॅमिन्स, मिनरल्स, अँटीऑक्सिडंट कंपाऊंड्स, okay, color compounds. These all have protective function in the body. That's why they come under protective food. So hopefully you understood this, which component of food comes under which function. Okay, so I'll close the chat now. Let's go to the next. Next we have objectives of food science. तुम्हाला 2 क्रेडिटचा कोर्स दिलाय फूड सायन्स. सो इट शुड हॅव सर्टन ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह, राईट? सो व्हॉट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ फूड सायन्स? So first is to understand the functions of food which supply our nutritional and physiological needs. आपण मगाशीच बघितलं slide मध्ये what are the different functions of food. Second is to know how to select food to meet our need of nutrients. How to select food, जे आता मी तुम्हाला questions विचारले, बरोबर? How you are going to select food? If you want to have energy source, you will go for carbohydrates or fats. If you want to have protective functioning, you will go for your fruits and vegetables. So based on the nutrients, you can select the food source. Third is to understand the composition of food and the changes that occur during preparation. जर तुम्हाला फूडचं कंपोनेंट्सच नाही माहिती, फूडमध्ये कार्बोहायड्रेट आहे, प्रोटीन आहे, फॅट आहे, मिनरल्स आहेत, इफ यू डोंट नो व्हॉट आर द कंपोनेंट्स, यू कॅनॉट सिलेक्ट द फूड ॲज पर युअर नीड. सो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टँड द कंपोजिशन ऑफ फूड and how this composition changes during preparation, cooking मध्ये, processing मध्ये, what all changes occur in this food materials, that also you should know. Next is to learn the methods of food preparation which blend acceptability with retention of nutrients. म्हणजे काय, you want to select such processing methods or such food preparation methods which will be acceptable to the consumer and which will also retain nutrients. एक्झाम्पल मी मगाशी उदाहरण दिलं, विटॅमिन सी बॉईल केल्याने, हीट दिल्याने डिक्रीज होतं, किंवा तुमचे विटॅमिन बी आर वॉटर सोल्युबल. सो इफ यू आर कटिंग द व्हेजिटेबल्स अँड फ्रुट्स अँड इफ यू वॉश देम आफ्टरवर्ड्स, यू विल लूज द nutrients. So in such case, you want to select method of preparation such that you don't lose these nutrients. मग भाजी कापायच्या आधी तुम्ही धुवून घ्याल, कापल्यानंतर नाही धुवायची. विटॅमिन सी रिच जर फूड असेल तर त्याला जास्त वेळ गरम नाही करायचं. Okay, so these are the methods, or these are the objectives of your food science. Next is economic management of food budget to meet families' need efficiently. In India, we have many people who live below poverty line. त्यांचं बजेट फायनान्स फार पुअर असतं. सो हाऊ दे कॅन मॅनेज इन लेस अमाऊंट ऑफ मनी इन स्मॉल बजेट टू मीट द न्यूट्रिशनल नीड ऑफ दॅट फॅमिली. एक्झाम्पल, तुम्हाला प्रोटीन रिच फूड खायचं असेल तर यू हॅव टू ऑप्शन्स. यू कॅन गो फॉर नॉन व्हेज और यू कॅन गो फॉर पल्सेस. इफ द पर्सन इज पुअर, he will go for pulses instead of non-veg. So this will happen only if you know the knowledge or the content of your food science and food materials. Okay, next is your food preservation as an aid to increase variety and food availability. We all know processing चा main aim काय असतं, so that you can increase the variety and also you can increase the food availability. एक्झाम्पल, मँगो तुम्हाला समर मध्ये मिळतो, but if I process that mango into mango puree, I can consume mango throughout the year. Okay, so that makes the mango food available throughout the year. To increase variety, I can use mango amrakhand, I can use mango in ice cream, I can use mango in drinks like fruity. Okay, or I can directly use mango pulp, I can process it in slices and store. So this is your increase in variety. Last point is safeguarding the food supply through sanitary handling and preparation to avoid foodborne diseases. आता आपला कोरोना व्हायरस आपण बघितला, राईट? इट ऑकर्ड बिकॉज ऑफ अनसेफ हँडलिंग, नॉट हायजिनिक हँडलिंग ऑफ फूड. वुहानमध्ये जिथे तुमचं रॉ मीट मार्केट आहे, तिकडे तुमचे बॅट्स येऊन बसतात. वी ऑल नो बॅट्स कॅरी लॉट ऑफ मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम्स. तुम्ही तिथे क्लीनलीनेस नाही पाळला, हायजीन नाही पाळलं, सो फ्रॉम बॅट्स that coronavirus got transferred to your pangolin and from that to human. So we see how if you're not safeguarding the food, it can result in foodborne diseases. In fact, now we are in pandemic situation because of this problem only. Okay, so these are the objectives of food science. There are also, we study different nutrients in food or food components like carbohydrates, protein, fats, minerals, vitamins and water. हे केमिकल कंपोनेंट्स आहेत. आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चर्स मध्ये हे शिकणार आहोत इन डिटेल. अँड नाव विल स्टार्ट विथ द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ फूड. ह्याच्यामधला आपण शेप ते फर्मनेस मागच्या लेक्चरमध्ये घेतला विथ बी डिव्हिजन. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू ओनली स्टडी साइज. सो विथ दिस वी विल बी we can take combined lectures from Monday onwards. So What is size? Okay, size is nothing but measuring dimension of that food material. It is measurement of dimensions. And why is it important? Because it is one of the physical attribute of food, and size can be used for screening solids to separate foreign materials, for grading of fruits and vegetables, and for evaluating the quality of food materials. Example, for separating or screening solids टू सेपरेट फॉरेन मटेरियल, जेव्हा आपण गहू निवडतो, दळण करायचं असेल तर आपण काय करतो, पहिल्यांदा गहू चाळणीने साफ करतो, सो दॅट वॉट एव्हर द फॉरेन मटेरियल स्टोन्स आर देअर, हस्क ऑफ दॅट व्हीट, इट सेपरेट्स, ते आपोआप खाली पडून जातात आणि मग तुम्ही त्याला निवडता. ओके, निवडता कशामुळे? तुमच्या साईजमुळे तुम्ही त्याला सेपरेट इझिली करू शकता. सो दिस इज लाईक स्क्रीनिंग ऑफ सॉलिड्स. नेक्स्ट, यू हॅव ग्रेडिंग ऑफ फ्रुट्स अँड व्हेजिटेबल्स. एक्झाम्पल, तुमचा इथे मँगो आणि बनाना आहे. आपण बघतो जसं साईज मोठी असेल बनानाची तसं त्या बनानाचा रेट ठरला जातो. वी परचेस बनाना इन डझन्स, 12 बनानास 1 डझन. जशी साईज असेल तसं त्याचे प्राइस 40 रुपीज, 30 रुपीज. सो इट विल डिपेंड ऑन द साईज ऑफ दॅट फ्रूट. सेम वे विथ मँगोज. In most of the times, like Alfonso mango, you buy them in dozens. Okay, and depending on the size, मोठे असतील तर 400 रुपये, 500 रुपये, छोटे असतील तर सेम व्हरायटी अल्फान्सो you will go for 300 rupees, etc. So you will quickly give me some examples of any other foods or fruits and vegetables which are sold on basis of their size. साईजच्या दृष्टीने अजून कुठले मार्केटमध्ये फ्रुट्स आणि व्हेजिटेबल विकले जातात? चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये लिहा बरं आन्सर्स पटकन. बनाना, मँगो सारखे अजून कुठले डझनावरती किंवा नगावरती विकत घेतले जातात? वॉटरमेलन, करेक्ट. ऍपल, ओके, ऍपल. युजली ऍपल्स वी कॅन बाय इन किलोज ऑल्सो. अजून कुठलं आहे? वॉटरमेलन साईज नुसार असतं, 50 रुपये, 60 रुपये मोठा वॉटरमेलन, छोटा असेल तर 20-30 रुपये. बस 2च फ्रुट्स आहेत का साईज नुसार आपण विकत घेतो मार्केटमध्ये? पपया, करेक्ट. पपया वी बाय ऑन साईज. कोकोनट, बरोबर, 40 रुपयाचा मोठा नारळ असतो, 30 रुपयाला छोटा, 30-35 ला. ऑरेंज, ओके, ऑरेंज युजली वी बाय इन किलोज. ठीक आहे, ऑरेंज. अजून कुठले आहेत? व्हेजिटेबल्स मध्ये कुठले आहेत बरं साईज नुसार घेतो आपण? व्हेजिटेबल्स मध्ये आहेत का कुठले व्हेजिटेबल्स साईज नुसार विकत घेतले जातात? पंपकिन, विच पंपकिन? ग्रेप्स, ग्रेप्स किलो वरतीच जातात. ग्रेप्स साईजनी नाही जात, बट ग्रेप्स कॅन बी एक्सपोर्टेड बेस्ड ऑन देअर साईज. साईज जशी मोठी असते तसा त्यांचा प्राइस ठरला जातो. पोटॅटो नाही, पोटॅटो किलो वरती घेतले जातात. अविनाश, तू काय साईज नुसार घेतो का पोटॅटो? किलो वरतीच घेतात आपण पोटॅटो. भाव एखाद्या वेळेस कमी जास्त होतो साईज नुसार, बट विकत कुठले घेतले जातात? कॅबेज, ओके, येस, कॅबेज. देन कॉलीफ्लावर बेस्ड ऑन द साईज. तुमचे लिफी व्हेजिटेबल्स, गड्डी घेतो आपण, जुडी असते, कोथिंबीरची, पालक, शेपू, त्याच्या साईज नुसार त्याची प्राइस ठरवतात. तुमचा बॉटल गॉड, दुधी भोपळा, साईज नुसार त्याला विकत घेतलं जातं. आपण किलोवरती दुधी भोपळा कधीच नाही विकत घेत. फ्रुट्स मध्ये अजून कुठले आहेत? तुमचा मस्क मेलन आहे साईज नुसार. ओके, सो आय थिंक यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. पपया, ओके. So you understood how size plays an important role in grading of fruits and vegetables, and also evaluating the quality of food materials. Obviously मोठी साईज असेल तर तुम्हाला त्याची क्वालिटी चांगली वाटते as compared to small size. Again, size can also be used to determine the loss of products during processing and the final product yield. Example, तुमचं राईस असेल, unpolished rice and polished rice. So during polishing, during processing of that rice, the outer layer will be removed. So there is some loss in that product, final product. So that can be measured or determined. That loss can be determined by checking the size. Okay, size can be measured in different parameters such as volume, weight, diameter, area, surface area, perimeter म्हणजे सगळ्या length sides ची sum total, or in length and width. So these are the features which you can use for measuring the size. Again, if you are measuring size of small particles or particles, in case of coarse particles, they can be measured in millimeters. जर मोठे कोर्स पार्टिकल असतील तर ते मिलीमीटर मध्ये मेजर केले जातात. इन केस ऑफ फाईन पार्टिकल्स दे आर मेजर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्क्रीन साईज. दिस यू मस्ट हॅव स्टडीड इन सॉइल सायन्स, बरोबर. सॉइल सायन्स मध्ये तुम्ही छन्नीनी सॉइल सेपरेट करता, आणि मग त्या सॉइलची साईज कशावरून ठरली जाते, त्या छन्नी किंवा त्या स्क्रीन, त्या सीवच्या साईज वरती त्या पार्टिकल्सची साईज ठरली जाते. सो दॅट इज युअर फाईन पार्टिकल्स. And then third, you have very fine particles which are measured in micrometers and or nanometers. So very fine particles कुठले असतात, एक्झाम्पल तुमचे एअर मधले pollutants, air pollution, you cannot see those pollutants, those are very fine, the particulate matter in the air. So such fine particles can be measured in micrometers or nanometers. There are various instruments which can be used, there are various instruments which can be used for measuring the size. First is your micrometer. Micrometer is a simple instrument which is used to measure distances between the surfaces. Example, इथे 3 types of micrometer दिलेत. So micrometer consists of a frame, anvil, spindle, sleeve, thimble and ratchet stop. So इथं काय केलं जातं, when you want to measure a distance between two surfaces. Example, तुमचा apple आहे. So what you will do is you will place that apple in between this anvil and spindle. With help of thimble, you will arrange the perfect fit for that apple, and then you can take the readings from here. तर त्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला त्याची आउटर डायमीटर ऍपलची मेजर करता येते विदाउट कटिंग दॅट ऍपल. नेक्स्ट यू कॅन इवन मेजर इनर डायमीटर्स. इथे हे तुमचं इनर डायमीटर मेजर करणारं मायक्रोमीटर आहे. दिस आर द 2 जॉज. एक्झाम्पल, तुमचा पाईप असेल, ओके, पाईप मध्ये तुम्ही काय करू शकता, इनसाइड ऑफ दॅट पाईप you can keep these jaws touching to the both sides of that pipe, and then you can measure the inside diameter, and you can also measure the depth. त्या फ्रूट व्हेजिटेबल मध्ये किंवा त्या फूड पार्टिकल मध्ये डेप्थ असेल तर यू कॅन मेजर इट युझिंग दिस डेप्थ मायक्रोमीटर. सेम थिंग आहे, फक्त इथं हे त्याची जी मेजरिंग रॉड आहे ती डिफरंट आहे, अँड यू कॅन इन्क्रीज द लेंथ ऑफ दिस मेजरिंग रॉड युझिंग दिस थिम्बल, आणि मग जेवढी त्याची डेप्थ असेल यू कॅन ॲक्युरेटली मेजर इट ऑन दिस थिम्बल स्केल. सो दिस आर डिफरंट मायक्रोमीटर्स. अजून भरपूर व्हरायटीज असतात ह्याच्यामध्ये. दे आर यूज टू मेजर द आउटसाइड डायमीटर, इनसाइड डायमीटर, or distance between parallel surfaces, and the depth of holes. So this is your micrometer. Then you also can measure size or distance between two surfaces using vernier caliper. Okay, it measures internal as well as external dimensions and distances. ओके, सेम थिंग आहे, इथं फक्त इंटरनल आणि एक्सटर्नल जॉज असतात. मग तुमची इथं स्केल असते रिडिंग साठी. यू हॅव युअर लॉकिंग स्क्रू. नाउ लेट्स सी एक्झाम्पल. ही तुमची इंटरनल डायमीटर जर मेजर करायची आहे ह्या फ्लास्कची, बीकरची, सो यू विल यूज दिस इनर जॉज अँड देन पुट प्रॉपर फिटिंग so that they touch the sides of this beaker, and then you can take the reading of this vernier caliper. Okay, सेम थिंग आउटर डायमीटर. आपण मगाशी ऍपलचं एक्झाम्पल घेतलं, ऍपलच्या साईडला परफेक्ट फिट होईल असे त्याचे जॉज ऍडजस्ट करायचे, and that will be your outside diameter of your apple. Okay, so this is your vernier caliper and micrometer. एक्झाम मध्ये तुम्हाला ह्याची मेजरमेंट कशी घेतात, काय घेतात हे एक्सप्लेन नाही करायचं. जस्ट few sentences what this instrument is and what it measures. Okay, certain parts त्याचे डायग्राम काढता आली तर वेल अँड गुड, अदरवाइज जस्ट एक्सप्लेन what that instrument is used for, आणि हे ऑब्जेक्टिव्हला पण विचारू शकतात. So with this we have actually finished the first lecture